Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've rented a kayak for 2 hours at the Shingle Creek Regional Park in Kissimmee, Florida, and I want to take you along for the adventure. Wow, this is so peaceful and so beautiful. You guys know old natural Florida is my favorite, and I'm absolutely loving this. It's like being in a jungle. It's so hard to believe we're not even a quarter of a mile off of 192, the highway. So gorgeous. How about this river, you guys? I guess technically it's a creek. I'm not paddling right now, so you can see how the current is. It's very gentle and easy. I was told I'll have no trouble paddling back upstream. I sure hope that's true. I have this rental for 2 hours, and I'm not sure if I am going to make it all the way to the turnaround point before I need to turn around and start coming back against the current, but I'm really excited to see what we can see. Every single one of these logs, I think it's an alligator until I realize it's not moving. Is this not like being in the movie The Yearling? This is so beautiful. We just rounded a corner. It is so quiet out here. I feel like I'm all alone, even though there were 2 kayakers that got in ahead of me. I have long since lost them. It's so eerie being out here, but such a blessing, such a special experience. I feel like I have nature all to myself, and I need to shut up and look at it and not be talking so much. There are 3 turtles on this log over here. I'm going to try to get a little bit closer so you can see them better. Look at that, sunning themselves. The one in the middle has a red belly. Here we go. Hi guys. Hi. Here's another beautiful turtle. Hi, buddy. Wow. Guys, wow. Is this not beautiful? How gorgeous. I feel like I say that too much on my channel. There's a big bird over there. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see him through these weeds. Like a heron, maybe? Right there in the center of the screen. Come on, let's see if we can get a little clearing. There he is. I'm having so much fun, guys. I'm so glad to be out here. Beautiful day. It's not too hot, very sunny. I don't have any sunscreen on except on my face, and I'm just enjoying every second of these UV rays. I wish you were here with me, but I'm really enjoying having you along in the vlog. I hope you are having a good time just like me. I just passed some people who told me there's a 10-foot gator coming up on the right. I cannot wait to find him. They said it was a little ways. I gotta paddle for quite a bit more, but I can't wait. Let's go see if we can find this gator. Wow, guys. Isn't this beautiful? Florida, you are something. Big bird nest up here. See that? Oh, look at that big bird. Did you see the size of that nest way up in that tree? Wow. I spy another little turtle hiding right there on the log. You see him? Oh my God, I see the gator. He's right there. Oh my gosh. Can you see he's got his face sort of like in the water just a little bit? I'm gonna try to get closer, but I'm gonna actually paddle away from him and try to get even with him so you can see him better. Oh my goodness, he is so huge. Oh man, this made the whole trek worth it. Look at the size. I wish there was something you could see beside him to give you a perspective, but I'm just gonna say they told me he was probably about 10 feet long, and they were absolutely right. He is quite a few feet longer than I am tall. How gorgeous, oh my goodness. I think they told me when I rented the kayak that he has a name. I think they called him George. They said he's out here a lot of days. He's what they call a bull gator. I guess that has to do with his size. He is a male. He is so huge. So beautiful. Bye-bye. This is me. That is George. See if we can get a thumbnail together. Say cheese, George. Got another little tiny turtle over here. I can't see him on the screen, but I can see him in real life. You might see the sun bouncing off his shell. He's the bright spot, probably in the lower corner. Oh, and he's got a friend over here beside him. I hope you can see. It's very bright and sunny, and so it's very hard for me to see my phone screen, but there's two cute little turtles over there. Guys, I feel like I'm about to cry. I am just having such a good time out here. It's so beautiful. I need to stop saying that because I'm sure you're sick of hearing it, but wow, this is just unparalleled. This is the Florida that just gets me in the heart. I love it so much. I'm just so happy and grateful I can be out here today having a good time. This is incredible. Worth every penny. If you're in the Orlando area, you're in Kissimmee, come check out the creeks. You will not regret it. Some beautiful cypress knees. I've got to go to the Everglades. I went once in my 20s and I haven't been back since, but I would really like to go there and experience that again. Maybe take the vlog too. Got to talk Michael into making a little weekend trip down there. What do y'all think? All right, we are sneaking up on that really big bird, or one very similar to him, right there on that cypress, or on that, I can't tell if it's a cypress knee or a post. I think it's an anhinga. I'm not 100% sure though. Really don't know my birds, but I know in any second now I'm going to startle him and he's probably going to take off. So let's enjoy him while we can. I'm so sorry the footage isn't more stable. Didn't bring the gimbal. Hey buddy. Hey beautiful. Oh, this is just heaven, isn't it? Isn't this beautiful? I can faintly hear the city in the background, but barely. I feel like I'm all alone out here. I wish I had the sea cap like Michael does. We'd find out what he's called. Hey, buddy. You are brave. I am just floating with the flow of the river here. I'm not even paddling, and we're getting really close. Look at this, guys. I'm so close. Okay, I need to get off here and start paddling because I don't think he's going to take off. Are you, bud? Oh, I don't want to hit you with my oar. Wow. Guys, I had to be very careful not to hit him with my oar or my paddle as we passed. He is not at all afraid of me. I'm not afraid of him either. But I didn't realize he wouldn't get spooked and fly away, so I kind of ended up in the shallow area. So we're gonna just not try to film him flying away because he's not gonna do that, and we're gonna keep going and try to give him a little bit more berth this time. Definitely don't think he's an anhinga now that I'm getting a better look at him. Say bye-bye. You can probably hear a plane overhead. But that is it. We could be miles and miles from other humans. I just thought of something. We better hope that gator is still on the sandbar when we go back through, or else he's in the water with me. All right, it got narrower, but the current really picked up. I'm not even paddling right now, and we are moving at this pace. I feel like we are flying. Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna drift with the water for a minute and show you, number one, how fast we're moving. That's my paddle you hear scraping on something. And number two, just how beautiful this is. Look at these cypress right here in the creek with me. This is, oh, this is incredible. I've got to put my phone down and steer. I don't have to paddle at all. I just need to steer. But I wanted to share this with you before I start steering again. This is really where the Everglades begin, and you can see it, right? The water. Got to turn left here somehow. The guide told me that going south and going with the current was a lot more twisty and windy and a little bit more challenging. But it's definitely gotten narrow and the current's really picked up, but it's also gotten so scenic, and I'm just having a great time. Okay guys, I am at mile marker S10. I'm not sure exactly what that means or how far I've come, but I think I'm going to stop here and turn around and go back. I've been out here for about 45 minutes, just leisurely taking my time. And I know that there is a sign eventually that says stop and turn around and go back. I haven't quite made it there yet. I don't think I'm far from it, but I think I probably should stop now because the current is getting very strong and I don't want to have to risk not being able to make it back on time to return my kayak. I only have this for 2 hours. But I think I'm going to just enjoy this beautiful ambiance, being in the middle of absolutely nowhere for a minute before we turn around and go back. And wish me luck on the paddle back. This is my view. I don't know how much further it is to go to get to where the sign is that says you got to turn around here. I don't think it's a whole lot farther. I think I've probably gone a mile by now, and I know it's not much further than a mile, but let's just sit here and enjoy this for a bit, and then we'll go back. Okay, I don't know if you can see me. The paddle back isn't terrible. The river is definitely going to push me backwards if I stop paddling. But it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be headed back to the car. But I'm definitely going to have to work at it. I am glad we have about an hour and 15 minutes left before I need to return this kayak. Because it took me 45 minutes to get here. It's going to take me a little bit more than that to get home. So shallow. It is so shallow through here. Whew. I can only get a good paddle on this side, and the river's pushing me that way. Don't want to tear anything up. This boat barely fits. Here we go. I almost missed my turnoff. If you can see, everything kind of looks like, because it's the Everglades, the beginning of the Everglades, everything kind of looks like the river, but my route is that way and I missed it. Oh, nature. Sorry, I don't want to beat you up. Whew. Broke a sweat now, y'all. We're going under a log. So fun. This is amazing. I wish I were a more skilled kayaker. Haven't done this in a very long time, but I'm having the time of my life. It's not so bad now. I stopped for a break because this is so beautiful. Look who is still here. I'm in some grassy weeds. I just wanted to stop and look at him before he flies away. Paddling is much easier now that we made it out of the cypress forest and we're back on the wider part of the creek that's not flowing nearly so fast. I feel like I'm just paddling on a pretty placid lake at this point. Okay, I don't remember where that alligator was, but I feel like I've been paddling long enough we should have passed him by now. That's making me a little worried. I am really kicking myself for not continuing on further because the paddle back was so much easier than I expected. It only took me about 30 minutes and I am back where I started. So I think we're going to continue on this creek northbound, which is actually upriver, and just explore for a little bit and then ride the current back down when it's time and I have to return my kayak. What do you think? We're gonna go under 192, which is a very, very wide, long, dark, spooky bridge. Ready? Let's go. Sorry for my awkward paddling. I'm having to paddle around my knee because my foot is holding the phone to film. We're almost through. Look, it's like a completely different river, isn't it? I mean, same sorts of trees, but a completely different pattern they're growing in. I cannot get over how absolutely beautiful Florida is. I can't even imagine if the whole state looked like this. I haven't seen a single turtle on this northbound trip, except for the one right there at the bridge, but I do see a beautiful big white bird here. Let's see if we can get any closer to him. Okay guys, I am really close, but I'm also zoomed in, just so you can see him. I'll try to find out what he's called and put it on the screen, but he sure is pretty. You know, since we've lived in Orlando for the last week or so, we haven't really done any of the big theme parks. We haven't gone to Universal, we haven't gone to Disney, we haven't even gone to SeaWorld, which is my favorite theme park here in Orlando. And I wondered if there were people out there who thought we were wasting our time in Florida by not visiting the parks, but I tell you, this right here, I would rather do this 100 to 1 every day of the week over go to one of those big amusement parks. They're fun, they're great, you know, they've got a lot to offer, but this right here, this is what brought everybody to Florida in the first place, you know? The beauty, the year-round flowers. I mean, I know it's really hot in the summer, but let's be real, this is February and a lot of people are still shoveling snow, and I'm out here in a tank top breaking a sweat, having a good time in the sun, hopefully not getting burnt. I'm gonna turn around here, but I just wanted to show you one last look before we head back. It's like a completely different creek, isn't it, from what we just did going southbound? I keep hearing little guys jump off the creek, off the bank into the creek, but I have yet to actually see it. I just hear it, I hear the splash, and I certainly haven't caught it on camera, unfortunately, but I don't know if they're little frogs or what. It's so cute, little plunks they make as they jump in the water. Super knobby cypress right there. It looks like a pretzel twisted in knots. We are right off of 192, right here at the beginning of where you can rent the kayaks. I came in here to try to pick up some litter, but there's actually so much litter from people throwing it out the bridge. It's so sad. It's just all collected in this little inlet here. I've got a couple pieces, but there's no way I can get it all. There's a little log over here. It's got a whole family of turtles on it. I won't hurt you guys. Okay guys, here's my outro. I hope you enjoyed coming along for this little adventure with me. I had the time of my life. I can't stop smiling. It was so much fun. I returned my kayak just a couple minutes early and I started texting my friend because I couldn't wait to tell her about the alligator, and I tried to get in my car wearing the life jacket and I was like, oh no, I gotta return this really quick. They're so super nice here at the Shingle Creek Park. If you have a chance to come do something like this, there's lots of places in Florida you can rent a kayak, but I would just have to put in a little plug. If you're in Orlando, why don't you come down here and give Shingle Creek Park a try? I enjoyed every second of that, and I will probably do it many more times before we move and leave Florida. Bye guys, I'll see you another day in another adventure.